have both had crushes on each other, but what?
You can't just drop this crush and not say anything about it.
All right. Can I fix your hood?
Yes.
What's up, Amanda?
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
We're here.
We're here.
On
We're
Roosevelt
queer.
Island.
I'm just gonna fix this. Obviously, I'll cut this part out, but like, it's just bothering me.
Okay.
I really am so excited to have you on the show because we have such a long history together. We have both had crushes on each other, but what? Yeah, but we've known each other since we were like 11.
Mm-hmm. Well, you haven't told me the story.
Well, but that's the story of our relationship, okay? And it's great. Do you want to talk about other emotions that you've had towards me in the past?
You can't just drop this crush and not say anything about it.
Oh, my crush. Yeah. I had a crush on you like 5 years ago.
When you were here?
Yeah, when I was here. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a beautiful compliment? Or do you think I crush on just like shitty people and it's actually like the opposite of a compliment?
No, that's not what I was thinking. Did not expect to hear that today about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like maybe crush is like too strong. I think that's why I use the word crush, because crush is like very chill. You know, I don't think I had like very deep, serious romantic feelings, but I had a bit of like, ooh, what is this? Like, could this be something? And I didn't talk to anyone because it was really something that was very personal to me and very confusing, and I didn't want to like acknowledge it too much. But you know what's so funny? I'm just remembering this now. But when I met my ex, which was also like 5 years ago, it was quite soon after the New York trip, I like disclosed us to him. Like I felt a need to be like, yes, I am single and I'd love to date you, but just so you know. And he was like, oh, that's fine.
But did you think that it was mutual?
No, I just think it's fair.
You just think it's fair?
Yeah, I think it's fair to disclose.
Just to tell people that you have, just to tell the person you're dating that you have a crush on someone else?
Yeah. And excuse me, I think there was a time and place where it could have come to fruition. I think we had a chance at some, I don't know when, but I think
like in high school or something.
I think maybe in high school.
Yeah.
I just think there could have been, or maybe when we were like 20. I don't know. I just think
it's interesting because like I have wondered before about what your feelings were toward me.
Great.
But I don't think that I wondered that. I don't think I was wondering that 5 years ago when you were here. But there have been moments where I wondered about that. I guess it was pretty soon after we first met. Like when we were around 12 or 13.
Yeah.
A few years ago, when I was writing an essay about our friendship.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description. It's a great essay. It's so well written. Such a good essay.
You know, I went and read all of our old emails from that time period, and I also read my live journal. Do you remember live journal?
Oh, yeah.
There were so many entries where I was just completely in despair about my feelings about you.
But why? Why were you in pain about it? Like you just thought it wouldn't work out, or?
Yeah, I didn't
was
think
like fully unrequited.
Well, I think it was at the time.
I mean, at the time, sure, but you couldn't have known, or you knew.
I think I knew because we talked about.
Well, you never like asked me out. I didn't know, like, per se.
Actually, maybe. Sorry, maybe that was before I even came out to you. I feel like actually when I came out to you, I told you that I'd had a crush on you.
In the past.
In the past.
I just thought you were just very friendly. Just very nice to me. That was a lot of things.
I mean, it was very tied up with all of the shame about realizing that I was queer and not being able to talk about it.
Yes.
You know, those feelings were, it just made it something that was impossible to ignore. It was the feelings of any crush on a friend where you don't want to destroy your friendship, but on top of that, the shame of being queer and not knowing how people would react to that. I'm sure part of it was also that you were the first person that I ever spoke to about a lot of the dysfunction in my family.
Yeah.
And my innermost feelings. I think that you were the first person in my life that I felt really safe with.
Thank you. I mean, I think that I've had a lot of deep and long-lasting friendships that just never... I know it's never, ever going to go there. Like, there's just no way. And then I have a lot of friends with women. I have a lot of deep and meaningful friendships with women that one of us had a crush at some point. And it's just a normal part of being a bisexual woman and hanging out with queer women. But I also think that it is something that I legit am paranoid about sometimes. Of like, well, what if the switch flips again and I have a crush on a friend? Like, I find it quite like uncomfortable and awkward, and yeah. I think what's uncomfortable about it is the feeling that the other person might find out.
And not want to be friends anymore?
Yes. Yes. Like, I had a lot of shame 5 years ago.
Why?
About even telling Briar.
Like, what was the shame about?
That I was, like, going to be awkward or that I was going to ruin our friendship. I think that was the fear and the shame. But clearly I wasn't, because you had no idea, so all good.
I can understand that. And I think there have been times where something similar has happened, and I have had a sort of feeling of like, oh, is this friendship just a lie? Or like, really, you just want us to have sex or whatever. And that's the only reason that we're...
Okay.
I know that's not true for you.
No, I would like the record, but I've never thought about having sex with you. It was never like that. It was just like, I thought about marrying.
See, that's the interesting thing.
It was just never physical at all.
That's the interesting thing about the question of where that boundary is.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Because I feel like I have had really intense friendships where I've basically wanted to spend all of my time with that person.
Yeah, same.
And I've had feelings of such just like joy when I've seen that person.
Same.
But it hasn't felt like a crush. It hasn't felt romantic per se.
Yeah.
But in some ways it's been more intense.
Yeah. I agree.
I think I'm struggling with this because I'm sort of like, is love even an emotion? That sometimes love, you don't have to begin with love. You can sort of create love out of the things that you do.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking about how some people say that, like, love is a choice. Or, like, love is an action. You know, like, love is a verb. It's not a... It's a verb. It's not a noun.
Yeah.
When I think about someone having a crush on me, it feels very, like...
That's your problem.
No, well, I mean, I think that's kind of true, but it also feels sort of feels weirdly threatening to me.
That's interesting.
Or it feels like I almost feel less seen by that person. I just have all of this baggage of like, if someone has feelings for me, it just means that they're projecting things onto me.
So then what would be a pure form of love? Just you having an unrequited crush on them? Is that the ideal? Because we've done that. I've achieved that.
Well, I don't know. It's interesting that you had these feelings later because I have not had these feelings
since then. Bummer. No,
I'm sorry to say.
It's painful to find out in this way. No, no, obviously, first of all, I know. And it's fine. And secondly, like what it was for me 5 years back is that you were making a lot of these adorable jokes of like, oh, things aren't working out. Maybe we should just get married and like live together. And I was like, maybe we should. Maybe we should. Like, ha, maybe. No, I honestly like, and not in me. I'm so glad that that none of these crushes ever culminated, and I'm so glad that we're friends. And I think a big reason why we have such a beautiful and meaningful and deep, wonderful friendship is because we both had our moment where we did see each other as more. I think, honestly, that helps the friendship. I think it's great.
I think that friendship can be a very pure form of love.
Me too.
Without, an ulterior motive.
Me too.
And I don't know. It's not that I don't think romantic love can be a pure form of love. I think that it can be. And I think even if it's unrequited, it can be. But I think it's just something about my feelings about myself, or...
Yeah. Like now, I think about you all the time, Amanda. I want to do nice things for you. I think about like what gifts to get for your birthday or for Christmas, or what kind of nice vacations we could take together. Like I think about you all the time. The difference is just I'm not anxious about it at all. I don't think it's a crush situation. I guess it's funny that you bring this up. It seems like for me a crush is the anxiety, which is insane.
But are your crushes usually sexual?
Yes.
Like always?
Yes.
Is this the one exception?
Yes.
This is the one exception?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think it still counts, and you can't take that away from me. Thank you. Thanks for doing this. I love you.